Do you know that there exists a country in Africa where Arab and African cultures blend? Interestingly, this country does not exist on the map. No other country recognizes it, but still, it thrives. Yet it's the only country in the world that has adopted a cashless payment system on such a broad scale that literally everyone uses it, from vendors, small shop owners, and checkpoint operators to beggars. For that, you don't need a smartphone. Simple, solid old phones will do it. Not only that, but when people in this country decide to shop using cash, they have to bring cash in a trolley with them. Yet, that's not it. This country has various unique and interesting things you would have never seen anywhere else. But where does this country exist, and how are people, life, and culture there? Welcome to a new episode of Black Afric Diary, a channel where we talk about Black African history, culture, arts, and civilization. It's a place where you will see the real picture of Black Africa, its stories, and the events defining it. In this episode, we will tell you interesting things about an African country that does not exist on the map. Let's get started. Number 1. Location. Somaliland is a self-declared republic located in the Horn of Africa, a region known for its distinct geographical and cultural characteristics. Positioned in the northwestern part of Somalia, Somaliland is bordered by the Gulf of Aden to the north, Djibouti to the northwest, Ethiopia to the west and south, and the semi-autonomous Somali region of Puntland to the east. Its strategic location along the Gulf of Aden places it close to key maritime routes, which are crucial for trade and regional security. Inside Somaliland, the landscape is diverse, ranging from coastal plains along the Gulf of Aden to rugged mountains and plateaus as you move inland. The coastal areas are characterized by arid and semi-arid conditions, with vegetation and high temperatures typical of desert climates. As you travel further inland, the elevation increases, bringing cooler temperatures and more varied landscapes in the highlands. The central and southern regions of Somaliland are more fertile, supporting agriculture and pastoral activities. The Golis Mountains, a significant geographical feature, run parallel to the coast and are known for their steep escarpments and deep valleys, contributing to the region's diverse topography. But how is the climate? Well, Somaliland's climate varies across its different regions. The coastal areas are typically hot and dry for most of the year, while the highlands enjoy a more temperate climate with cooler temperatures and higher rainfall. This rainfall is primarily concentrated in 2 seasons, April to June and October to November, both of which are essential for agriculture in the region. Number 2. Somaliland people. Somaliland is home to an estimated 5.7 million people. The population is predominantly made up of various Somali clans, which are deeply embedded in the social and cultural fabric of the region. The Isaac clan is the most prominent, making up about 67% of the population. Alongside the Isaac, other clans such as the Gabuye, Gaheli, Jibrahil, Magadle, Fikishini, and Akisho have also played a significant role in shaping Somaliland's landscape for centuries, if not millennia. Clan identity is a cornerstone of Somaliland society, influencing everything from personal relationships to political affiliations. Islam is the state religion in Somaliland, with Sunni Islam being the predominant practice. The nation's legal and governmental systems are closely aligned with Islamic principles, with Sharia law serving as a key component of the legal framework. This strong religious foundation impacts not only the laws, but also the daily lives of the people in Somaliland. As for language, Somaliland reflects its rich cultural heritage and historical ties. Somali is the most widely spoken language and serves as the primary mode of communication. English and Arabic are also official languages, highlighting the region's historical connections and its place within the broader Islamic world. But what's most adorable about Somaliland is its people. They are known for their exceptional hospitality and strong sense of community. Their generosity and willingness to help others are defining traits of Somaliland society. For those who only know Somalia and Somaliland through news reports, this warmth and kindness might come as a surprise. However, it is precisely this welcoming spirit that makes Somaliland a place where visitors can experience genuine friendliness and connection. Somaliland culture. At the heart of Somaliland's social fabric is the clan system, which has been a central part of the region's culture for generations. Clans are large, extended family networks that play a significant role in shaping social, economic, and political life. The Isaac clan is the most prominent, representing a substantial portion of the population, but other clans such as the Gabui, Gaheli, and Jibrahil also hold historical and cultural importance. Clan identity is deeply embedded in Somaliland society, influencing everything from social interactions to political affiliations. The clan system also functions as a vital mechanism for conflict resolution and governance. Elders, known as Gurdi, are highly respected leaders within these clans who mediate disputes and make crucial decisions affecting the community. This traditional governance system has been instrumental in maintaining peace and stability in Somaliland, particularly since the region declared its independence in 1991. Music and dance are integral to cultural celebrations and social gatherings in Somaliland. Traditional Somali music often features instruments like the oud and drums, with songs that narrate stories of love, history, and everyday life. One of the most popular traditional dances is dahanto, a lively and rhythmic dance performed at weddings and other special occasions. This dance, characterized by its synchronized movements and communal spirit, is an expression of Somali culture and heritage. The culture also shapes traditional attire in Somaliland, which is modest and designed to suit the region's hot climate. Men typically wear a ma'awis, which is a sarong-like garment paired with a shirt, while women often wear a guntino, which is a long dress with a shawl draped over their heads. For formal occasions, men might add a kufi, which is a cap, and a garbasar, which is a shawl, while women wear brightly colored dresses with patterns. Somalilanders are known for their exceptional hospitality, not only with their guests, but also tourists. Visitors are warmly welcomed and often treated as honored guests. It is common for Somalilanders to invite guests to share a meal or tea, reflecting the deeply rooted cultural value of generosity. This hospitality is not just a social norm, but also a fundamental aspect of the region's business and political culture. Number 4. History. The region now known as Somaliland has been inhabited for thousands of years, with historical connections to ancient civilizations like the land of Punt, mentioned in Egyptian texts. This area was historically significant due to its strategic position along trade routes that linked Africa with the Middle East and Asia. By the first millennium BCE, Somaliland was part of a trade network where merchants from Egypt, Greece, Rome, Persia, India, and China exchanged goods like frankincense, myrrh, spices, and precious stones. Islam began to spread across Somaliland as early as the 7th century, brought by Arab traders and missionaries from the Arabian Peninsula. Over time, Islam began to deeply influence the region's culture, shaping its social and political structures. The Sultanate of Ifat and the Adal Sultanate were significant Islamic states that emerged in the region, with the Adal Sultanate playing a crucial role in resisting Ethiopian Christian kingdoms and expanding its territory in the Horn of Africa during the 16th century. The late 19th century brought European colonization to Somaliland as part of the broader scramble for Africa. The British established a protectorate over the northern region, creating British Somaliland in 1887, while the southern part became Italian Somaliland. The French controlled Djibouti to the northwest. Somaliland's strategic location along the Gulf of Aden made it essential for British naval operations and trade routes. The wave of decolonization after World War II reached Somaliland, and on June 26, 1960, British Somaliland gained independence, becoming the state of Somaliland. However, this independence was short-lived. Just 5 days later, on July 1, 1960, Somaliland voluntarily united with the former Italian Somaliland to form the Somali Republic, aiming to create a greater Somali nation that would unite all Somali-speaking peoples in the Horn of Africa. The union between Somaliland and Somalia quickly became troubled. the people of Somaliland felt marginalized and neglected by the central government in Mogadishu. These tensions escalated under the dictatorship of Siad Barre, who came to power in a 1969 military coup. Barre's regime led to widespread discontent and eventually sparked armed resistance. The Somali Civil War, which erupted in the late 1980s, was an important moment for Somaliland. As the central government in Mogadishu collapsed in 1991, Somaliland declared its independence from Somalia on May 18, 1991. This declaration was made in the town of Burao, led by the Somaliland National Movement, which had been a key force in resisting Siad Barre's regime. Since declaring independence, Somaliland has operated as a de facto independent state, with its own government, constitution, military, and currency. Despite its lack of international recognition, Somaliland has maintained relative peace and stability, especially when compared to the ongoing violence and political turmoil in southern Somalia. Over the past 3 decades, Somaliland has held multiple democratic elections, including presidential, parliamentary, and local government elections. The development of political institutions and a relatively stable government have distinguished Somaliland from many other parts of the region. However, despite its efforts to gain international recognition, Somaliland remains unrecognized as a sovereign state. Number 5. Cashless payment system more developed than the West. In Somaliland, the shift towards cashless payments has been truly transformative, driven primarily by the widespread adoption of mobile money services like Zad, provided by Telesom. This change has dramatically altered the way financial transactions are conducted in a region where the local currency, the Somaliland shilling, is often considered unstable and vulnerable to counterfeiting. As a result, the use of physical cash has significantly decreased, with mobile money becoming the preferred method for most financial activities. Zad, the most popular mobile payment service in Somaliland, is designed to be highly accessible, even on older mobile phones that don't require internet access. This inclusivity has made the service available to a wide range of users, regardless of their technological capabilities. Each user is assigned a unique code or mobile number linked to their Zad account, enabling them to send and receive money directly through their phones. The process is simple and instant. Users dial a code, enter the recipient's Zad number, specify the amount, and the transaction is completed within seconds. This system isn't limited to just personal transfers. It's widely used for paying bills, shopping at local markets, and even handling major transactions like property purchases. The widespread adoption of Zad and similar services has made cashless payments the backbone of Somaliland's economy. Cash transactions are becoming increasingly rare as people across both urban and rural areas rely on their phones for financial transactions. The convenience and security offered by mobile money have been widely embraced, facilitating commerce and making financial operations more efficient overall. Moreover, the security features inherent in these systems have built strong trust among users. Given the issues with the local currency, such as counterfeiting, many people prefer the safety of electronic transactions. With mobile money, the risks associated with carrying large amounts of cash are eliminated, significantly reducing the chances of theft and fraud. What's more, Somaliland's currency is devalued, and to buy things, people have to carry a lot of cash. Often, they have to use trolleys to take the stacks of cash, which makes cashless payments quite convenient. Number 6. Marriage festivals. Marriage is a vital social institution in Somaliland, often arranged by families within the same clan or between allied clans. Weddings are large community-wide celebrations that involve elaborate preparations and ceremonies, emphasizing the importance of marriage in maintaining social ties and clan alliances. The meher, or dowry, is a central part of the marriage contract, negotiated between the families of the bride and groom. This dowry, often given in the form of money, livestock, or valuable goods, provides security for the bride. The wedding ceremony itself is a festive event, filled with music, dance, and feasting. and it often lasts for several days. Number 7. Dishes. Somaliland's rich cuisine shows its cultural heritage and history, blending traditional practices with influences from neighboring regions like the Arabian Peninsula and the Indian subcontinent. The cuisine here is as diverse as its people, offering a fascinating mix of flavors and ingredients that are central to the daily life and celebrations of the Somalilanders. One of the most notable aspects of Somaliland's cuisine is the prominence of camel meat and milk. Camels are not just a vital part of the pastoral lifestyle in Somaliland, they are also integral to the local diet. Camel meat, often considered a delicacy, is commonly prepared in stews or grilled and is especially popular during communal meals and special occasions. Camel milk, prized for its nutritional benefits, is consumed widely and holds cultural significance as well. A unique feature of Somali cuisine, which extends into Somaliland, is the practice of serving bananas with nearly every meal. Bananas are often paired with savory dishes like rice and pasta, creating a distinctive sweet and savory flavor combination that is characteristic of the region's food culture. This tradition is deeply rooted in the region's agricultural practices, where bananas are readily available and have become a staple part of the diet. Sabayad, a type of flatbread similar to the Indian paratha, is a beloved street food in Somaliland. It is made by rolling the dough in a spiral and then frying it, resulting in a crisp and soft bread that is often enjoyed with tea for breakfast or as a snack throughout the day. Sabayad can be eaten plain or with sugar and milk tea, making it a versatile dish that is both simple and satisfying. Rice, or baris, is a staple food in Somaliland, often served as the centerpiece of meals. Typically, the rice is cooked with aromatic spices like cardamom and cloves, giving it a fragrant quality. It is usually served with meat, such as goat or camel, and often accompanied by a banana, a combination that reflects the fusion of local and external culinary influences. Sugo, a tomato-based pasta sauce, is another popular dish in Somaliland, a remaining of the Italian influence in the region. Served over spaghetti, sugo is typically made with minced meat, onions, garlic, and a blend of spices, offering a hearty meal that is widely enjoyed by locals. Camel liver is another traditional dish that is often eaten for breakfast. Typically fried and seasoned with spices, camel liver provides a rich, savory flavor that is a favorite among Somalilanders, showcasing the importance of camels in both the diet and culture of the region. Tea, known locally as sha'a, plays a central role in the daily life of Somalilanders. Often spiced with cardamom and cinnamon, Somali tea is sometimes served with milk and is a staple in social gatherings. It is typically enjoyed with sabayad or other snacks, highlighting its importance in fostering community and connection. Sambusa, similar to the Indian samosa, is a popular snack in Somaliland, especially during Ramadan. These fried pastries are filled with spiced meat or vegetables and are a common treat for breaking the fast, reflecting the dish's cultural and religious significance. Finally, mukmad is a traditional form of preserved meat, often made from camel or beef. The meat is spiced, cut into small pieces, and dried in the sun, allowing it to be stored for extended periods. This practice reflects the nomadic lifestyle of many Somalilanders, where preserving food for long journeys was essential. Number 8. The best tourist destinations in Somaliland. If you visit Somaliland, you cannot miss Lascaux cave paintings, which are a true marvel of prehistoric art. Dating back between 3,500 and 2,500 BC, these cave paintings are the most well-preserved examples in Africa. They vividly depict African aurochs, an extinct cattle species thought to be the ancestors of modern cows. Some of the artwork features humans in ceremonial robes, and there are occasional depictions of dogs and giraffes. The level of detail and artistic expression found in these paintings makes them a fascinating window into ancient creativity. Moving on to Berbera Town, this historic fishing village is a blend of English and Russian colonial architecture, reflecting the region's past. The harbor still holds remains of bombed-out ships from the Somali Civil War, adding a layer of historical depth. Berbera is renowned for its pristine, untouched beaches, perfect for relaxing, swimming, and even spotting dolphins and sea turtles. It's an ideal spot for a peaceful beach getaway, away from the crowds. Then, on the outskirts of Hargeisa, you will find Nasa Hablud, a pair of hills that are perfect for wildlife spotting. This area is home to desert creatures such as tortoises, baboons, and antelopes. Climbing the hills offers spectacular views of Somaliland's desert landscape, making it a great destination for nature enthusiasts and hikers. But Somaliland has even more to offer. Hargeisa, the capital city, boasts vibrant markets, local museums, and the Hargeisa War Memorial. It's a place where you can experience modern Somaliland life and culture firsthand. The mountains of Somaliland provide breathtaking landscapes and excellent hiking opportunities. The rugged terrain and cooler temperatures offer a refreshing contrast to the surrounding desert. Number 9. Drive on the right and steering wheel on the right. In Somaliland, driving presents a unique challenge due to an unusual setup. Vehicles are driven on the right side of the road, but most cars have their steering wheels on the right side as well. This combination is quite different from what you typically find in many countries, where if you are driving on the right side of the road, the steering wheel is usually on the left side of the vehicle. This situation stems from the fact that many of the cars in Somaliland are secondhand imports from countries like Japan, where cars are built for driving on the left side of the road, which necessitates right-side steering wheels. Despite this, Somaliland adheres to the global norm of driving on the right side of the road. This setup can create some driving challenges, particularly when it comes to visibility and maneuverability. For example, overtaking another vehicle can be more difficult and potentially riskier, since the driver's view isn't as clear as it would be with a left-side steering wheel. Number 10. Fast internet and free Wi-Fi. Somaliland has made phenomenal progress in developing its internet infrastructure, especially considering its status as an unrecognized state with limited resources. The region has become known for its surprisingly fast internet speeds and widespread availability of free Wi-Fi in public areas. Somaliland's internet infrastructure has rapidly improved, providing residents with faster and more reliable connectivity than might be expected in a region with such unique geopolitical challenges. The region has seen significant investment in internet services, which has helped boost both the speed and coverage of internet access. This is particularly notable, given that many areas in Africa still struggle with slow internet speeds and limited access. The availability of high-speed internet in Somaliland is evidence of the efforts of local telecommunications companies, which have prioritized the expansion of internet services as part of their business strategy. These companies have worked to establish a robust network that can support the growing demand for internet services, especially in urban areas like Hargeisa, the capital of Somaliland. In addition to fast internet, Somaliland is also known for its widespread free Wi-Fi availability, particularly in public spaces such as cafes, restaurants, and hotels. This makes it easier for residents and visitors alike to stay connected, whether for business, socializing, or accessing information. The prevalence of free Wi-Fi is particularly beneficial in a region where mobile data can be expensive. By providing free internet access, local businesses not only attract customers, but also contribute to the overall digital inclusion of the population. Would you like to visit Somaliland and experience the rich life and culture there? Isn't it true that there is no other country like Somaliland where Arab and African culture blend so well? In the comment section right below, share your thoughts on what you love the most about Somaliland. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We bring videos on Black Africa, its history, rich arts and culture, and things the world should know about. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.